Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sturgis Physical Education Center. Got some GAC volleyball action prepared for you between the Washita Tigers and the visiting Harding Bisons. The Harding Bisons coming in at 12-8 overall in the season and 8-4 in GAC play. That is good for 5th in the GAC standings. Washita coming in at 8-17 overall and 3-9 in GAC play, puts them at 10th in GAC standings. We'll be about to get ready to give you starting lineups here momentarily. Both teams coming in on a one-game win streak. Washita was finally able to snap a 5-match losing streak last week against Arkansas Monticello, in which they won in 5 sets to complete the season's sweep of. So both matches this year with Monticello ended up going 5, some thriller matches this year. And so they're able to snap that losing streak last week. And we will take I'm going to turn it over to Brian Ramsey for our SID for our national anthem.
And now for the starting lineups, first for our visitors from Searcy, the Harding Bisons. Number 5, Sarah Moorhead. Number 6, Libby Hinton. Number 8, Kelly McKinnon. Number 9, Emma Simpson. Number 10, Logan Smith. Number 13, Emma Winiger. Number 15, Kimberly Schnell. And coach for Harding is Meredith Beard. And now the starting lineup for the Washita Tigers. The freshman from Kerrville, Texas, number 3, Carly Bonham. Junior from Henrietta, Texas, number 4, Audrey Gallagher. Sophomore from St. Charles, Missouri, number 5, Kayla Steinmeier. Sophomore from Jonesboro, number 11, Kellen Church. The senior from Greenwood, number 12, Lexi Castillo. Sophomore from Belchase, Louisiana, number 14, EJ Day. And a senior from Austin, Texas, number 15, Emily Love. Head coach for the Tigers is Allison Brazell Kaiser.
And we are ready to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Said Tigers have a tough slate ahead of them. Their final 4 games of the season. They have to win 3. They have to win 3 of their next 4 to make it into the GAC tournament. And that includes playing Harding tonight and Arkansas Tech next Tuesday at Arkansas Tech. Thursday's game, which is senior night, will be against Southern Arkansas, which will be winnable as SAU is just 1-11 in GAC play. Granted, that one win for SAU did come against Washita earlier this season. So if you didn't hear from Brian Ramsey, the starters for Harding: Sarah Moorhead, Libby Hinton, Kelly McKinnon, Emma Simpson, Logan Smith, Emma Winiger, and Kinley Schnell. For the Tigers, freshman Carly Bonham, junior Audrey Gallagher, sophomore Kayla Steinmeier, sophomore Kellen Church, senior Lexi Castello, sophomore EJ Day, and senior Emily Lowe. Church heading back to serve to start things off. Church, the sophomore out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, listed at 5'10", the setter, leads the team in service aces, second in service aces per set in the GAC, and first in overall aces. So see how she starts out from behind the back line. Church to serve it away to start things off. Received by the Bisons. Castlo gets the attack. Day with the attack there. Kept alive, good effort there by number 10, Smith. Gallagher with the attack off the front row. Castlo right there for that one. The attack from Lowe pokes it over. Kept alive by Moorhead. And that one's going to go off of Steinmeier's hands. Point for Harding. That will go down as a kill for the Bisons. For Moorhead, Sarah. Winiger gets the assist. Received by Steinmeier, the set from Church, the attack from Gallagher. And Gallagher responds with a kill. Great job there for that response by the Tigers. The back set, the attack, Gallagher gets it there. Set from Church, the attack from Steinmeier. A great dig by the Bisons, their libero. It's number 13, Emma Winiger. Good job by the Bisons to keep it going. And that's going to be waiting too much from the back row from the Bisons. As number 9 with the attack error, Emma Simpson. The serve from Day received by Schnell. Church there. Castlo with a set over to Gallagher. Gallagher, we haven't seen her a ton in this season. I mean, she's gotten quite a bit of playtime here late, especially with all the injuries that have plagued the Tiger team. Gallagher making her just her 5th start of the season. And that was going to be out. Great job by EJ Day to lay off that one. And Tigers take a 2-point lead, 3-1 over the Bisons. Another serve there. Good serve by Day. Bisons keep it alive. Steinmeier saves it. Castlo puts it up for Steinmeier. Great free off in the back row. And Bisons just barely able to handle it. A great dig by Castlo there. The back set to Gallagher. And it's put back down by Gallagher there. And another point for the Tigers. A little bit of miscommunication there between the Bisons. Great job by Gallagher, the junior out of Henrietta, Texas. 4-1 Ouachita lead. Day serves. A great block by Emily Lowe and Audrey Gallagher. Lowe leads the team in blocks. That is number 67 for Emily Lowe. 5-1 Ouachita lead here in set number 1. Good attack there, and that one's going to go off of Steinmeier's hands, so that'll be out. Point for the Bisons. Back to serve now will be number 5, Sarah Moorhead. 5-2 Tiger lead. Said Moorhead, a junior out of Aledo, Texas. The attack from Steinmeier has it blocked. And that'll be point for the Bisons. 5-3. As Moorhead gets ready to serve once again. Steinmeier set to Gallagher, and Gallagher has her shot rejected immediately by a combination of Libby Hinton and Logan Smith to make it 5-4. Another serve there. Castleau receives the back set to Lowe on the outside. It's blocked, but Day keeps it going. Steinmeier from the far side. A great dig by their libero. Steinmeier saves it. Miscommunications, and the Bisons just put it over. Another tag for Lowe, and she picks up another kill. That is kill number 195 for Emily Lowe. She leads the team in hitting percentage, hitting .320, which is good for third in the Great American Conference so far this season. Lexi Castleau with the serve, the senior out of Greenwood. A knuckleball serve over towards the scores table, and Harding somehow keeps it alive. A great effort by Moorhead. Day gets that one, the back set to Gallagher. It's blocked, but Day's there. Bonham floats it over. The attack, and that'll be a kill for the Bisons. And number 6, Libby Hinton, the junior from Glen Rose, Texas. Ouachita's lead down to 1. The serve from Smith. Back set to Gallagher on the near side. And that one, just an awkward set there for the Tigers. Nobody was there to cover that one, and we are tied up at 6 apiece. Tigers jumped out to a 4-point lead and they have lost it here in .1. Another knuckleball style float serve. The set over to Bonham. See behind the libero, Winiger. There's going to be a net violation, or there's going to be an illegal touch called on the Bisons. Substitutions for the Tigers as Tammy Faiga comes in for Kellen Church, and Brooke Jones came in for Audrey Gallagher. Faiga, one of the 4 seniors on this team, gets set to serve. Like I said, the 5'5" setter out of Waxahachie, Texas. The back set. Ooh, a hard kill, but a good dig there by Faiga. The attack from Brooke Jones. Floats it over. Bison are there. Bisons are a little bit down this year compared to years past. A great attack by Steinmeier, but a fantastic dig by Smith. They're going to rule a error on the Bisons. Point for the Tigers. They're now back up by 3, 8-6. As Faiga gets set to serve. A low or a short serve there. Over on the outside, floats it down, blocked by Steinmeier. That one's going to be too far out. I believe that went off of Allie Stoner. Point for Ouachita, back out to a 3-point lead. 9-6 your score here in set number 1. Tigers, so they've got to win 3 of their next 4 matches. These next 4, you got Harding tonight, SAU on Thursday. That's going to be a point for the Bisons. The next Tuesday, you've got to be up at Arkansas Tech. It is a very hard place to play. Then the final game of the season. Across the street for Battle of the Ravine against Henderson State. And another float serve, way out of bounds. Point back for Ouachita, 10-7. Serving now is Kayla Steinmeier, the sophomore from St. Charles, Missouri. So another knuckleball serve. Attack from the outside. Steinmeier's there to grab it. The set from Faiga. The attack from Jones. And Jones gets the kill as it goes through the attempted block of Stoner and Hinton. Brooke Jones, a sophomore out of Greenwood, Arkansas. A fantastic job there. So Jones just getting in there. So it's Steinmeier to serve it away once again. The attack that time. Castleau tries to get a hand on it, but can't quite get there. Point back to Harding. 11-8 your score. Substitution for Harding as number 15 comes in. That is number 15, Kinley Schnell, the junior from McKinney, Texas. Like I said, Harding usually one of the top teams in the GAC. This year, like I said, a little bit down, but still a very solid squad. And that's going to be a point for the Tigers. I think that's going to be a kill for E.J. Day. To make it 12-8, 4 points here. That will be a kill for Day. Serve from, looks like that's Carly Bonham, the freshman from Kerrville. The attack there. And Stoner puts it through a block on that one. 12-9, Ouachita leads. Emma Simpson, the freshman from McKinney, back to serve. A lot of top spin, and that one's going to be out. Another error. Opponents here at Sturgis Physical Education Center have quite a few errors compared to aces. Tigers are on the plus side. Speaking of aces, here's Kellen Church leading the GAC. A good serve there. That one's going to be out. That'll be an attack error on number 8, Kelly McKinnon. A 5-point lead. And Harding will take a timeout, and that means we'll take a timeout with them. We'll take a quick break and be right back here in 30 seconds on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back to Sturgis Physical Education Center here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University, located in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Ouachita leads it by 5, 14-9 here in set number 1 against the Harding Bisons. GAC standings as of this week. Arkansas Tech leads the way at 11-1 in GAC play, followed by Oklahoma Baptist sitting at 10-2. Oklahoma Baptist has been ranked in the top 25 so far this season, sitting in around the 22 mark, followed by Southwestern Oklahoma State at 10-2. It's a tie with Oklahoma Baptist, followed by East Central. East Central just beat Harding not too long ago. Harding is coming off a 3-0 sweep against Henderson, but then it goes Harding sitting at 5th, and Henderson, Southern Nazarene, Northwestern, Southeastern. Good job by Steinmeier on that one. Followed by Ouachita 10th, and then UAM and SAU round out the GAC standings. And that one's going to be a kill for Day as she gets that one off the block for the attempted block by Moorhead and Hinton. And Church heads back to serve. Tigers with a 6-point lead here in set number 1. Church, the sophomore out of Jonesboro, said Church sits with 44 aces on the year, and that was going to be point for the Bisons that went off the hands. I believe that was low. And Day up at the front row. 15-10 your score. Back to serve now is the libero, number 13, Emma Winiger. Winiger, the junior out of Sash, Texas. The attack from Lowe, and Lowe gets another kill. Lowe ended up having to miss a few matches earlier in the season. She was leading the team in kills at the time. But she sits at 194. Steinmeier leads the way at 234. Serve from E.J. Day. She served quite a few in a row earlier in this set. A good block attempt. Church is there to keep it alive and barely avoids running into the net. Day has to put it over. Castelo, a great job there, keeping it alive for the Tigers. Steinmeier with the attack, and just too much outside. Barely outside, but point goes to the Bisons. 16-11 here. As substitution comes in for Harding, number 11. McKinnon comes in for 15. Schnell. Received by Castelo. The back set from Church. The attack from along the outside. Grabbed by Winiger. That's going to be too far out. An attack error on Simpson. Point for Ouachita. 17-11. Castelo, the senior from Greenwood, back to serve. Castelo second on the team with 27 aces. A little bit of fake out there, but Tigers are prepared. Kellen Church gets it, keeps it alive. Castelo sets it for Gallagher. Back to Simpson. The attack from Moorhead is blocked, but it doesn't get across the net. So he gets that one between Gallagher and Bonham. Point back to Henderson. It is 17-12. Still a 5-point lead for Ouachita here. So the last 2 home matches of the season tonight, and Thursday will be senior night as we honor 4 seniors on this Ouachita squad. The set from Church. The attack from Gallagher. Off the hands, stays alive, and that's a miscommunication. Point for Ouachita. Caught the Bison sleeping on that one. 18-12. When it comes to volleyball, you want to try to be the first team to 20. And Tigers are knocking on that door here as they lead by 6 at 18-12. As Tammy Faiga serves from the close side. The attack, Caslow with a dig. Faiga with a set to bottom, floats it over. And they're going to hit Faiga with a ball handling error. She's gotten a few of those this season. I'm not quite sure what they keep calling her on, but it'll go to Harding, and it'll be 18-13 now. Steinmeier receives the set from Faiga over to Steinmeier. It's blocked, and Steinmeier puts it through the block of the Bisons. 19-13 your score. Steinmeier now back to serve for the Tigers. A little bit of top spin on that one. The set to the outside. Faiga with the save. Castle with the back set to Day. Day with the kill, and I made the catch. I hate that we didn't have a camera on that because I made the catch on that one. That never happens. There we go. It's a good night, ladies and gentlemen. And that'll be a kill for the Bisons. It is now 20-14 on that last one. Got distracted by me catching the volleyball there. Tigers have made it that 20-point mark. Tigers in pretty solid position. You still got to get 25. Can't ease up yet. But Tigers in solid position here to try to take set number 1 away from the Bisons. Back to serve is number 4, Olivia Meyer, the freshman from Chesterfield, Missouri, and Marquette High School. Received by Castell on the back row. The attack from Jones, it's blocked, but it's out of bounds. Point for the Tigers. Brooke Jones gets a kill. I believe that's going to be her second of the night. 21-14. Tigers up by 7. Bottom to serve. Bottom saw a stretch where she got about 4 serves in a game earlier this season. Oh, Faiga just not quite ready on that one. Point for the Bisons. 21-15 now. As Bonham checks out. Lowe came back in on that one. The serve from Simpson. Out of bounds. Point for the Tigers. 22-15. The Tigers have been a lot better than their record suggests so far this season. I mean, with an 8-17 and 3-9 in conference doesn't look good, but they have played. They've played with everybody so far this season. I mean, they came out and smacked Tech in the mouth earlier this season and ended up falling to them in 4 sets. A good block attempt by the Tigers there. That one's Caslow with a good attempt. That one might have been out, but not quite sure, but good idea there by Caslow. Good effort. Makes it 22-16. 6-point set here. The Tigers have played a lot of teams very closely so far this year. It's a lot better than their record suggests. The set up to Gallagher. Gallagher just got to put it back over. So a set up here for the Bisons. That one's going to be just inside. Tigers thought it was going to be out. Makes it a 5-point set here. 22-17. Ouachita leads it here in set number 1. The libero Winiger to serve. Float serve. Grabbed by Steinmeier. And a little bit too much on that one. Point back to Harding. 4-point set here, and it looks like Ouachita will take a timeout, so we'll take another break with them. We'll be right back here for set number 2. Ouachita leads 22-18 on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And welcome back to Sturgis Physical Education Center here in set number 1. Ouachita trying to close this one out as they lead by 4, 22-18. Tigers have struggled here as Harding has put together a few straight. They've gotten 3 straight so far to pull it within 4. Tigers need to settle in and finish out this set. Tigers been up as many as 7 so far. You don't want to give that away. Steinmeier receives it. The set for Lowe. Lowe gets a kill. Fantastic job there by the senior from Austin, Texas. Makes it 23-18. Back to serve is E.J. Day, the sophomore from Belle Chase, Louisiana. E.J. Day listed at 5'8". She plays a lot taller than that. And that should be a point for Washington. We'll see what the call is. Referee didn't put up a signal. That'll be a point for Washington. Not sure, but here set point coming up for the Tigers. 24-18. Tigers looking to take set number 1. A good serve from Day. The attack from the outside. Church saves it. Caslow keeps it alive, and it doesn't go over the net like the rest of them thought it was. So 24-19. Still a 5-point lead. Tigers just need 1 here. As Harding gets set to serve it away, back to serve is going to be number 5. That is Sarah Moorhead. Moorhead to serve. A little bit of topspin received by Caslow. The set to Lowe. And Lowe picks up the kill, and the Tigers take set number 1, 25-19, over to Harding Bison. A fantastic first set for the Tigers there. They're showing to be playing on all cylinders tonight. Something we've seen off and on so far this season. But that'll take us to a break between sets, about a 3-minute break. We'll be back here with set number 2. Washita leads 1-0. You're watching Washita Volleyball on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready for set number 2. Washita took set number 1 by a score of 25-19. So far, your stats leaders. For the Tigers, Emily Lowe leads kills and tied for the lead in kills with 4. Audrey Gallagher and E.J. Day both have 3. Libby Hinton and Allie Stoner on the Bisons both have 4, so they're tied with Lowe for the lead. Tigers hitting .237 so far tonight. That's quite a bit above their average on the season. Said so far this season, Tigers hitting just .144. Opponents hitting .206 against the Tigers this year. But so far tonight, Harding hitting just .065. So Tigers can keep this up. These stats are going to be in their favor. I said a win here would be huge for this Tiger squad and make it very doable to make it into the GAC tournament. Past couple years they've lost. They've made it, but lost in the first round. So if they can win tonight, looks like they're going to have to take down one of the two perennial powerhouses in the GAC, and Harding or Arkansas Tech. Harding is the one to beat right now, as they are sitting at 5th in the GAC. Tech only lost one conference game so far, sitting at 17-5 overall and 11-1 in GAC play. So this is going to be the one. This is going to be the chance the Tigers need, especially playing the Bisons here at home on the home court with a solid home crowd tonight. As Harding gets ready to start off set number 2, they're serving away, and serving it is number 10 Logan Smith, the junior from Copperville, Texas. The set for low block. Castlo keeps it going. Feiga with a fake set. Harding countered with one of theirs, and Day with an attack. Float there. Great dig by Kellen Church. And Steinmeier puts it over from the back row. Steinmeier gets that one off the block. He is set up for low. It's blocked, but Feiga's there, and Steinmeier had some miscommunication there with Day, and Harding strikes first here in set number 2. Great job by Feiga to be there on that one. Coach Frizz gives Low some advice there before Harding serves again. They lead 1-0. Float serve. Day gets it up near the net. Feiga sets it back for Church. Church with the attack. This is something we've seen in the past few weeks. Church, great job by Feiga to save that one as it went off Steinmeier's hand awkwardly. A great job. Steinmeier couldn't haul that one in. Point for the Bisons. 2-0 Harding lead. We saw Church attack there from the right side, something we haven't seen until late this season. I mean, Church is listed at 5'10", and she's got long arms, so she's got the height to do it. But she's listed as a setter. She has racked up 17 kills this season, which is pretty solid for a person that's a majority setter. And Steinmeier just has to float that one over. The attack from the outside is blocked, but kept alive. Over to Day, and it's stuffed. Day keeps it alive. Steinmeier saves it, and Castlo puts it over. Float. And point for the Bisons. They jump out to a 3-0 lead. Tigers need to settle in. They played very well the first set. Don't want to get too far behind here in set number 2. Another serve from Smith. The set to Church from the outside, and Church goes a little bit too far out. 4-0 lead for the Bisons here. Smith to serve once again. Her 5th straight serve. Received by Steinmeier. Castlo there, luckily to get that one. Day puts it over. Smith grabs it. And Castlo can't get there in time. 5-0 lead for the Bisons here in set number 2. And with that, Ouachita will take a timeout as they try to come back from losing the first 5 points. Be right back here with set number 2 on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado de colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
And welcome back. Harding getting ready to serve once again. Tigers trying to get on the board here in set number 2. Good save there. Castlo puts it over. The Tigers struggling here in set number 2 as they trail by 5, and Castlo and Feiga can't haul that one in. Make it 6-0 now. So Tigers, you don't want to lay down here. I mean, I get it. You won set 1 and fairly handily. I mean, you were up by 8 at one point. Received by Day. Feiga puts it up closer for Day. And campfire defense there against the Tigers. Point for the Bisons. And just like that, the hitting percentage from the Tigers had dropped from 237 down to 152. Harding now up to 130. Tigers need to get on the board here. That one might have been out, but good job there by Avery Joust, who just checked in. The attack from Day, and Day picks up a kill. And Tigers get on the board. It's 7-1 Bisons. Kellen Church to serve. That one's off, and Castro got a hand under it, but couldn't get it up enough. 8-1 the score here in set 2. It's a Lowe serve there. A float up there for Lowe, and Lowe puts it in and gets the kill. A fantastic little finesse there by Emily Lowe, gets it just inside. As Joust will check out for Steinmeier, and E.J. Day goes back to serve. Tigers need to string a few points together here and cut into this 6-point deficit. So a little bit awkwardly at first off the reception. Good dig by Church. The set from Cashlow to Gallagher. And that one thought it was going to be out, but hits that back corner. Point back to Harding. 9-2 the score. Skylar McKinnon with the kill at that time. Serve from the far side out. Another service error. That is service error number 4 on the night for the Bisons. I don't know what it is about Speck, but it seems to invite service errors as Caslow's back to serve. As the Tigers' aces to error ratio is better at 152 to 117. As that one's out, but Castlow keeps it alive. Steinmeier with the attack. A good dig there by the Bisons. And Day couldn't handle it. What I was saying was, when you look at the opponents, they have more aces than Washington does, 167, but they also have a lot more errors. Opponents have had service errors 184 times now on the season, compared to just 117 for the Tigers. Church saves it. Gallagher puts it over. Tigers communicating well on this one to keep it alive. Another attack, and that's going to be a point on Washington. That's going to be a net violation. I think that is number 8. Kelly McKinnon with the net violation there to make it 10-4. Back to a 6-point set. They're going to call that on Logan Smith for the attacker. Tammy Feiga, the senior from Waxahachie, Texas, back to serve. Cross-court serve. Probably would have been out, but kept alive. The attack from Stoner. Bonham with the attack. Fake set over. Caslow's there. Put back and can't haul it in. Awkwardly off of Brooke Jones. 11-4 the score now. Not sure what the conversation is down here between the head referee and Sarah Moorhead. So not quite sure what's going on this one. But the libero Winiger serve for the Bisons as they lead by 7. Steinmeier receives. The attack from Steinmeier is blocked. A fantastic block there by that front row. That is numbers 5 and 6. That's Moorhead and Hinton. Both juniors out of Texas. 12-4 the score. And that one's going to go off of Steinmeier. Day is able to keep it alive. Steinmeier hits it across. It's a good effort there by the Tigers. The attack, and Day can't haul it in. That's a kill for Libby Hinton, who leads all players with 7. 13-4, a 9-point lead for Harding. Tigers are having trouble receiving the serves here in set number 2 when they really didn't have that problem in set number 1. A good dig by Faiga. Castlo sets it over for Steinmeier and Day, who just put it over. The attack there is blocked, but it will go out of bounds. A good snag there by Jackson Pickard. Makes it 14-4. So Tigers in a rough spot here in set number 2. And that one is going to be another service error. And point goes back to Washita. It's 14-5. So the Tigers in a tough spot. They're going to have to get 2 points for every 1 point Harding gets to try to make this one closer. And even then, they're going to have to string together at least a set of 3. Then they'll come back and win this one. Good block there. Castlo gets it. The set over to Day on the far side. Day attacks. Net violation called on Harding. I think they called it on number 6, Libby Hinton. Point for Washita, 14-6, as Steinmeier goes back to serve. Top spin serve. So off the hands of the front row. Set to Day on the outside. Harding is there. The attack that time, Feig is there. Steinmeier gets it. Brooke Jones puts it over, and it was close, but Harding keeps it alive. And a soft attack there and gives a point back to Harding. Makes it 15-6. Harding lead. Serving is number 5, Sarah Moorhead, the junior from Lido, Texas. Day with the attack. Day with the kill. Like I said earlier, EJ Day plays a lot taller than 5'8", what she's listed at. I mean, she's got had 219 kills coming in to this, coming in to tonight. And that's going to be an awkward situation there. Tigers pick up the kill. I don't think that'll go down as a service ace, so it shouldn't, but that'll be an error there for Harding. They're going to call they called it a service error, but that's not right. It's 15-8. So live stats are going to be a little bit off here coming forward. I think it was supposed to be a service ace. Day with the attack and out of bounds. Point for Washita, 15-9 the score. There we go. They did give Carly Bonham a service ace. Like I said, Bonham's put together a few. That was her 12th of the season. Bonham back to serve once again. Weather has finally cooled off, so it's not near as hot here in Spec as it has been. Looks like we're going to straighten up the antenna. And then we'll be ready to go. 15-9, Washita serving. They trail by 6. They have cut into the lead, as they have trailed by 10 so far. High serve and just a little bit too much from Bonham on that one. Castillo in for Bonham here. It's 16-9. Parting the serve looks like number 10, Smith. The set over to Day. Day floats it over and went off of Harding's hands. Nope, they're going to say that one was just out, did not touch Harding. That'll be point for the Bisons. 17-9, 8-point lead for Harding here in set number 2. Knuckleball serve there, the set from Faiga. Oh, a net violation on Faiga. And Avery Joust will check in for Steinmeier as it is 18-9, 9-point lead for Harding. Smith was one serving at the start when they were able to roll off 8 points in a row, and that attack from Jones is going to be out of bounds. 10-point lead for Harding. As Washita will take a timeout, we'll take one with them. It is 19-9, Harding leads here in set number 2. We'll be right back on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
I've heard people say, oh, a cheetah, Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
And welcome back to Ouachita Baptist University here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. So we are getting ready to continue here in set number 2. Ouachita has a large deficit to come back from as Harding leads by 10, 19-9. So the Tigers controlled fairly well in set number 1, but have lost that rhythm that they had here in set number 2. Volleyball is one of those sports where volleyball is a weird sport, if I'm being honest here. It's what I've learned in my couple years of covering here for the Tigers. I said you can win one set by 10 and turn around and lose the next one by 10. We watched. You see that so far here tonight in 1.5 sets. Harding will be serving here, and like I said, Logan Smith serve. Like I said, Smith, the junior at Copperell, Texas. Hope I'm saying that one right. Day receives, and out of bounds. Point back to Harding. They reach that 20-point mark first, and they lead by 11. This one is just about wrapped up here for the Bison in set number 2, as Riley Fielder checks in. So good to see Riley Fielder checking back in. Has spent several weeks out with a badly sprained right ankle. Really good to see her getting some time back in. The set for Lowe, the attack from Lowe, and that'll be a kill for Lowe. 20-10 the score now as Faiga checks out for Kellen Church. And Gallagher checks in for Brooke Jones. Church goes back to serve. Church is definitely due for a couple service aces. So she's averaging like 0.5 or one every other set. She didn't have one in the first set. And that is a rare error for Kellen Church. 21-10 the score. Serving now is number 6, Libby Hinton, the junior from Glen Rose, Texas. Fielder receives the set for Lowe. Good dig there by Church, but Gallagher got turned around and couldn't quite get there. 22-10. Coach Friz, understandably not too happy, along with assistant coach Daryl Davis, and that's going to be a service error. Looks at 22-11, 11-point deficit for the Tigers here. When you get in this situation, it's going to take nothing short of a miracle to get back. E.J. Day to serve. The attack is blocked, but kept alive. Attack from the outside is blocked again. The set from Church to Lowe. That one's just outside. It was close. Lowe thought it was in, but line judge does have a better view on it. It was out by maybe half a foot. 23-11 here. Said set 2 is just about wrapped up for the Bisons. They're going to even this one up at 1 apiece. The float serve. The attack from Lowe. And that one's going to be out as well. Back-to-back service errors, or not service errors, attack errors for Emily Lowe. Set point coming up for the Bisons. Gallagher floats it back over to keep it alive. The attack, Church with a dig. Set from Castello. The attack from Gallagher. Out, and set number 2 will end on an attack error from Gallagher. Harding answers back after losing set number 1 to win 25-11. A tough spot there as we are now tied up at 1 apiece here. So we'll be seeing at least 4 sets tonight. And that'll do it for set number 2. We'll take another quick break. This one likes another about a 2-minute break. Be right back here with set number 3. You are watching the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
we are an intentionally Christian university. We aren't going to apologize for that. But we're also going to challenge your students academically. We all know we learn more when we're challenged. This is also a place, though, where students are going to be invested in. I've spoken to so many alumni, and they come back again and again to telling me stories, naming names of faculty and staff members in specific situations where they invested in their lives, and they look back with the benefit of time and see how formative it was in their life. I think another reason is high impact learning. With the Christian liberal arts, you're going to get that broad experience, but we're also going to go deep. Some of the examples that come to mind is we have science students who spend their summer doing undergraduate research, and that is a gateway for graduate school. I think of some of our business students that we've given $1 million to of our endowment to manage real life experience. Or students who are interested in media and culture who go to the Sundance Film Festival, the premier event to engage with people across the country in this discipline, but also to engage with Christians. But we're also going to be a place where you graduate. We're proud that in the state of Arkansas, among all colleges and universities, Ouachita has the highest graduation rate. You're going to finish on time. But you're not just going to graduate, you're going to be prepared for graduate school, for work. And so at Ouachita, we'll be a better university because of you. And I believe you'll be better because you were at Ouachita.
And welcome back to Sturgis Physical Education Center. So we're here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University, located in beautiful Arkadelphia, Arkansas, just an hour southwest of Little Rock and an hour northeast of Texarkana. Harding, like I said, they made the trip down from Searcy, Arkansas, one of the closer teams in the GAC. So getting ready for set number 3 as Harding just answered back to win set number 2, 25-11. Ouachita won set 1, 25-19. Like I said, stats who were heavily in Ouachita's favor after set number 1 have quickly fallen to Harding's favor. Hitting percentage, Tigers are hitting 237 after set number 1 have fallen to hitting just 101. Harding, who was hitting just .065, now at .192. Both teams sitting at 11 attack errors. Harding does lead it in kills. So the Tigers, like I said, struggling a little bit so far. See if they can bounce back. We have seen the Tigers bounce back before. We have seen them go into some thriller matches, including 2 5-set matches against UAM. The Tigers in their white home uniforms tonight. Harding in all black. And of course, separate for the liberos, as the libero for Harding is wearing white and the libero for Ouachita wearing black. Ouachita set the serve. Kellen Church, the sophomore from Jonesboro, like I said, leads the GAC in total number of service aces and is second in service aces per set. Also leads the team with assists at 444 on the season, good for just shy of 5 per set. Received by the Bisons, blocked by Day. Gallagher keeps it alive, and Church sets it over for Day. And Day starts it off with the kill. So Tigers take a 1-0 lead. Cannot say enough good things about E.J. Day over there on the outside, the sophomore from Bellchase, Louisiana. Said last year in the shortened 2020-2021 season, she led the team in kills with 90, and that's going to be an attack error that almost hit Coach Frizz. She's able to dodge it the last second. Point back for Ouachita. Like I said, she led the team with 90 kills, good for 2.79 per set. And she racked up 16 kills in 3 straight matches last year in the shortened season, where they went just 3-8 and 3-7 in GAC play, which was no non-conference. And that is a fantastic block for Lowe and Day. Point Tigers, 3-0 lead Ouachita. It's plays like that that can really swing that momentum in Tigers' favor. Church to serve it away for the 4th time. Low serve. And Harding just has to get it back over. So a nice setup for the Tigers. A set for Lowe. Lowe floats it over. It is rejected immediately. Smart play by the Bisons there. Gallagher with the attack. And Gallagher picks up another kill. Point for Ouachita, 4-0 lead here in set number 3. And that is going to be a quick timeout for the Bisons. We're going to stay right here for this one as we just got back from break. Like I said, Tigers starting off strong here so far. As, like I said, head coach Meredith Fear, like I said, having a word with their team as they've quickly fallen behind 4-0 here in set number 3. Coach Frizz, I'm sure some encouraging words as they're starting off firing on all cylinders. Hopefully that can keep up. Like I said, Fear and the Bisons trying to stop the bleeding here in set number 1. So Harding already back out of their huddle. Tigers taking the full advantage of the timeout. Like I was saying, Day, like I said, had a fantastic performance last year. Even though the team did struggle, like I said, was 3-7 in GAC play and 3-8 overall with a first-round loss in the GAC tournament. They've lost in the first round of both 2 years, but this year they're trying to make it. They've got to win 3 of the next 4. But if they can play like they did in set 1 and play like they're starting out here, that is easily doable for this Tiger team as Chandler Church gets set to serve once again. Like I said, last year she led the team in assists, leads it this year. The attack there, actually a point for Harding. A hard kill there. Didn't see who had the kill. I think it might have been number 5, Moorhead. They're going to give that to number 6, Libby Hinton. Serving now is Logan Smith. She's the one who served to start off last set. That was so hard for the Tigers. And that's going to be another kill for Lowe, as Moorhead couldn't handle it. 5-1 the score. EJ Day back to serve. Received by Day. Some awkward communication there, and the libero, Winiger, just has to get it over. So chance here for the Tigers. And Gallagher picks up another kill. 6-1 Ouachita. Gallagher having a good night tonight. So last year Gallagher played in just 8 of the 11 matches. Average 1.4 kills per set. She's having a great game so far tonight. 6-1 blocked, and another block for Emily Lowe. Gallagher will get credited for it too. A fantastic job. The senior Lowe really showing out on that front row tonight, along with Gallagher. Said Gallagher, the junior from Henrietta. And that's going to be a service ace for EJ Day. An 8-1 lead for Ouachita. And that's going to be another service ace for EJ Day as it rolled over the top of the net. Tough break for the Bisons. Tigers lead by 8. Tigers have done a good job responding so far. EJ Day to serve once again. It's a Day with 14 aces coming in. She's sitting at 16 now. Another good serve. A lot of spin off of that one. The attack there. Day gets it. The set from Church over to Steinmeier on the far side, and that's going to be into the net for an attack error on Steinmeier. Point for the Bisons. 9-2. Steinmeier gets it. The backside over low from this side, and that's going to be too far out. That's going to be an attack error on Emily Lowe. Makes it a 6-point set, 9-3 Ouachita. Serving now is Libby Hinton, the junior from Glen Rose, Texas. Lowe gets it. Church puts it over to Steinmeier on the far side, and Steinmeier's attack is received. Castle with a dig on the back row. The set from Church. A great job by the Bisons to keep it alive there. The set to Lowe. Dig by the Bisons. The attack blocked. And couldn't quite handle it. Point back to Bisons. 9-4. Still 5-point lead. Tigers just need to settle in here. You don't want to get it too close too early. Castlo receives the serve. The set over to Steinmeier. Steinmeier had a couple double digits, including a 20 kill performance earlier this year. Needs her to settle in and get some more kills from the outside as Gallagher hits it from this side where it's received. So that was by Hinton. And so they soft attack there couldn't be handled by Day. It's 9 to 5. The set over to Steinmeier on the outside. Church is there to get that one. The set from Caslow to Gallagher on this side. Received by Moorhead. The attack from Stoner. Great dig by Caslow. Church with a fake set. Put back by the Tigers. Lowe and Steinmeier point back for Washita, 10 to 5. Washita back out to that 5-point lead. Back to serve is going to be Lexi Castello as Bonham checked in for Emily Lowe. Castle, the senior captain from Greenwood. Bison's able to keep it alive after hitting it into the net. The attack from Gallagher. Point for the Tigers and another kill for Gallagher. Gallagher having a fantastic night so far. Kill number 5, I believe, for Andre Gallagher. Depending on where you look at on the live stats, they're giving you different numbers. And that'll be another kill for the Bisons to make it 11-6. So Miss 2 got that kill. See who comes across on the live stats. So back to serve now is, I believe, number 15, Kinley Schnell. Bottom puts it over. A couple Bisons run into each other. They're going to put it over from the back row. Castelo sets it for Steinmeier way outside. Coach Frizz not happy about that one. They're going to say she crossed the line from the back row. Frizz not happy about that one. But a free point for Harding after an iffy call there. It makes it 11-7. Tigers still lead by 4. That attack is kept alive. Good job by Caslow to be there, and Day with an attack error. Makes it a 3-point set, 11-8. Tigers need to settle back in here. They keep this one going. The back set to Gallagher. It's blocked and can't quite be handled there by the Tigers. 11-9. Tigers' lead has now been cut to 2. Serving still is number 15, Schnell, the junior from McKinney, Texas, and Boyd High School. The floater from Bonham. The set over to Steinmeier is blocked, and Day can't quite get there. 1-point set here. It's 11-10. Tigers in trouble. Schnell to serve, the 5'9" defensive specialist. Received by Day. The set from Church to Gallagher. That one's going to be out, and that'll be a kill for the Tigers. Get them back on the plus side. They're up by 2. Faiga will check in for Gallagher, and Jones will check in for Church. It's Tammy Faiga, the senior center from Waxahachie, Texas. Oh, I got to make sure I say that one right. Goes back to serve. Faiga second on the team in assists so far this season. She's played in 88 matches coming in. Faiga makes a great dig there, and Bonham with an attack. But kept alive by that back row of the Bisons. Caslow gets that one off the block attempt. The back set from Faiga. The attack from Jones. The attack from Stoner. And they thought it was going to be out, and that's going to be in. Back to a 1-point set. It's 12-11. Washita still with the lead. Number 12 checks in. That is Chloe Ingersoll checking in for Gracia Soriano. Caslow receives the set from Faiga to Bonham. Bonham with the attack and the kill. Tigers back out to a 2-point lead, 13-11. Steinmeier back to serve, the sophomore right side outside hitter from St. Charles, Missouri. The back set, the attack is blocked. Faiga gets under it. The set from Castelo over to Jones here on the close side. Fake set there, but Faiga was there for it. Great job for Tammy Faiga. Day with the attack and the kill. Another kill for E.J. Day. Point Ouachita back out to a 3-point lead now, 14-11. Steinmeier back to serve once again. Steinmeier does have 12 aces on the season. And she'll pick up her error number 10 on that one. 14-12. Winiger to serve. Received by Castelo. The set for Jones here. And Jones picks up a kill. Great job there for Jones. So Jones, the sophomore out of Greenwood. She struggled a little bit this season. She has racked up 102 kills so far across 72 sets coming into this. Serve from bottom, floats over and just barely stays alive. Steinmeier gets a dig on that one. The back set to Jones. And that one's going to be kept alive by Winiger. Thought that one might have been coming back up here. The set for Jones, a little bit awkwardly, but she handles it over. Tigers with the 3-point lead here in set 3. A great dig by Bonham, but couldn't quite handle as that one went out. She'll check out for Castelo. 15-3 the score. Tigers still with the lead. But it's good to see Brooke Jones getting some good action and getting some good play time. Steinmeier receives the set from Faiga to Jones. Good dig there by Winiger. And that's going to be an attack error on number 12, Chloe Ingersoll. That'll be a point back for Ouachita. Ingersoll, the sophomore out of Forest, Virginia. Couple subs. Brooke Jones out for Church, and it looked like, I think, Gallagher in for Faiga. Church goes back to serve. Like I said, Church due for an ace. I predicted a couple last or a few sets ago. We'll see if we get one here. Not quite on that one. But Tigers with a 3-point lead. The attack from the back row. A great dig by Castelo. There's the reason. She's one of the best liberos in the country. A great block there, and they're going to call an infraction on the Tigers. I think Lexi Castelo, one of the best liberos in the country. She had to sit out a week, and that's why she's no longer first in the GAC in digs and digs per set, as she was sitting. Now she has 490 coming in tonight. Good for 5.3. That's good for third in digs per set and second. Point for Harding there, and that's going to be a 1-point set now, and that's an attack error from Gallagher. 16-15. Harding trying to get back in this one. Is back to serve is number 7, Gracia Soriano, the junior from Lima, Peru. A good knuckleball style float serve there. The attack from down the outside. A good dig there by Moorhead. The attack and a block. Low. And Lowe gets credited with the block along with Day on that front row. And Tigers get a point. Another fantastic job there. 17-15. Tigers trying to keep this 2-point lead. Really need to get at least one more point here and make it a 3-point lead once you hit that 20 mark. From what I've learned, and that might be an ace, and it will be another ace for E.J. Day. That is the 4th ace of the day for the Tigers, and they now lead by 3, 18-15. But what I was saying was, one thing I've learned is it's whoever gets the 21st typically wins, unless it's like 1 point, especially if you're up by 3 and you're trying to get to that 25-point mark. And that was going to be an attack error on Stoner, the junior from Tulsa. And that'll be a point for Ouachita, up by 4, 19-15. And Harding will take a timeout. We'll take one right alongside them. We'll be right back here in about 30 seconds. You're watching Ouachita Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
And welcome back to Sturgis Physical Education Center here for set number 3. Washita looking to close this one out. They lead by 4, 19-15. EJ Day back to serve. Just picked up an attack error. Had a service ace just a moment ago. That one is handled well by the Bisons. The attack and a kill there for Libby Hinton. Point back for the Bisons. It's now a 3-point set, 19-16. As Hinton heads back to serve. Hinton, the junior from Glen Rose, Texas. Not Glen Rose, Arkansas, which is just right down the road from Arkadelphia. The set for low. Blocked and inbounds. Point. Harding. I thought it went off the hands of. That is point Washita. There we go. It's fixed. Point for Washita. Thank you. I was about to say, the line judge specifically said it was out, and it went off the hands of Bison. So point for Washita. They have hit that 20-point mark, and they're up by 4. Solid position here for the Tigers as the senior Castelo serves it. Received by Stoner, the set from Moorhead, and a kill for number 11, Skylar McKinnon, the sophomore out of Trophy Club, Texas. 20-17 the score as Schnell, the junior from McKinney, heads back to serve. Steinmeier receives up near the net. The set for Steinmeier. A good attack there, but kept going from a dig. Castlo with a dig there. The back set to Gallagher. Bison keep it alive, and they have to put it over. Day gets it. The set over to Steinmeier. Received by Winiger. Solid job there by Winiger on that one. That one's blocked, but kept alive. Another attack there, and Day can't quite handle it. 20-18. 2-point set. Schnell back to serve once again. Received by Steinmeier. The set to Steinmeier. Blocked, and another point for the Bisons. It's now 1-point set, 20-19. And Tigers will take a break. And we'll take one once again right alongside them. It is 20-19. Washita leads in set number 3. We'll be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back. Getting near the end of set number 3. Tigers with a 1-point lead. Harding trying to tie it up here as they're getting ready to serve as Kinley Schnell, the junior from McKinney, Texas, serves it away. Received by Steinmeier. Back set from Church to Gallagher. Blocked but dug out by Castlo. Kept alive. Church sets it up for, miscommunication, but luckily Day is there to get it over. So, and that one goes right between Castlo and Day. Point Harding, and we are tied up at 20. At one point, Washita had an 8-point lead earlier in this one. They led it 9-1 to start off this set. Another serve received by Steinmeier. Castlo to set it back for Steinmeier. And Steinmeier with the attack error gives Harding their first lead in a good while. 21-20 here in set number 3. That is 4 straight points for Harding. Over to Steinmeier. A great dig by Harding. Gallagher with the attack. Blocked. Fake set. Church is there. Gallagher pokes it over. And they're going to say Tigers weren't quite there. 2-point lead for Harding here. As Riley Fielder is going to check in for our Steinmeier. Harding with a 2-point lead here, trying to take set number 2. Tigers had this one almost wrapped up. Another serve. Bonham gets it. The set to Fielder. It's good to see Fielder getting some play time again. That one's going to be in on the outside. 23-20. And Ouachita will take a timeout. And we'll just stay here because we just took one. We'll stay here for this timeout. So Tigers really struggling here in set number 3. So they started out, like I said, started out great. But it has been 7 straight points. Yes, it has been. So 7 straight in this set number 3. Tigers hitting just .064 to Harding's 167. A lot of it coming from errors. Ouachita with 8 attack errors. Harding with 6. Harding has also not had a service error this entire set. So Tigers have got to get something going here to come back as they trail by 3. Dangerous situation for the Tigers as they've let the Bisons come all the way back and take a 3-point lead. Still serving is Kinley Schnell. Received by Joust. The attack from Gallagher. And that one's going to go off the block of Bonham. Set point coming up for the Bisons. So unless Tigers can put together 6 straight, this one's going to go to Harding. Harding did put together 6 straight. Set point coming up, and we're going to have to see a 5-setter if Ouachita's to win this one. Bonham's attack falls a little flat. That one's going to be outside. Point for Harding. A tough break there as Tigers had that one. They were the first team to 20 and ended up losing. 8 straight points for the Bisons to come back and win set number 3. They'll take a 2-1 lead. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here in a few minutes on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. And welcome back. Getting ready to start set number 4. A must-win for the Tigers. They're going to have to win this one to force a winner-take-all set 5. Harding wins this one, they win the match. And Tigers are in a tough spot to make the GAC tournament. A win here makes it a lot easier for the Tigers. So they're going to win 3 of the next 4, including this one. They win here tonight, then they just have to beat SAU and Henderson across the street. If they lose this one, they're going to have to beat SAU, then Arkansas Tech at Arkansas Tech, and then Henderson at Henderson. So a tough stretch there for the Tigers to try to put together. A win here is much needed to make sure they can make it into the GAC tournament. So far, Tigers hitting percentage has dropped to .085. A tough start there for the Tigers. Like I said, they had up to an 8-point lead. They were leading by 8. They were leading by 3 once they reached these 20-point mark. It was 20-17, and Harding went on an 8-point tear to win set number 3, 25-20. So far, EJ Day leads all scorers with 9 kills, or at least on Washita with 9 kills. Followed by Emily Lowe with 8. Stoner actually leads all scorers with 11 kills for the Bison. EJ Day leading in hitting percentage for the Tigers at .350. We'll see who gets set to serve. And it looks like Harding will be serving. Number 7, Gracia Soriano, the junior from Lima, Peru, set to serve. And we're going to start off with a point for the Tigers with a service error. That's the 7th service error for the Bisons today, as Faiga will check out for Gallagher. Sheldon Church back to serve. So Church, the sophomore out of Jonesboro. Good dig there by Steinmeier. The set over 2 down the outside is blocked, and a point goes to Harding. Tied back up at 1. And back now to serve is Hinton. Hinton, the junior from Glen Rose, Texas. Knucklebone serve. Set to Lowe. Lowe attack is handled. The attack from Stoner. So she leads everybody with 11 kills. Doesn't get one there. Steinmeier puts it across. And Lowe pokes that one back down. Point for Washita. Let's see if they credit her with the kill on that one. But it's a 2-1 lead for Washita here in set number 4 as EJ Day goes back to serve. Tigers are able to put up quite a few points off of Day. She serves that one with a little bit of rotation. Day gets the dig there. The set over to Steinmeier. Steinmeier gets her own block. Back set to Gallagher. Handles it, and it'll be a point for Washita. They're now up 3-1 as Gallagher gets another kill. EJ Day, the sophomore out of Belle Chase, Louisiana. The 5'8" sophomore hitter, majoring in business here in the Hickinbotham School of Business. Lowe puts that one back. That one's kept alive. Church sets it up for Lowe, and Lowe pokes it back over, and another point for the Tigers. 4-1, Washita lead. They're going to give a kill for Emily Lowe as EJ Day back to serve once again. So Day, a very good player on this Washita squad. The attack, and it's blocked. A great job by Emily Lowe and Stone Company, but Stoner gets it off the block there and hammers it to make it a 4-2 Washita lead. 15 comes in, and that is Kinsley Schnell. She's the one who served those 8 points to give Harding the win in set number 3. The set over to Steinmeier for Church. The attack blocked by Lowe, and another kill for Emily Lowe. That should be 10. First Tiger to double digits tonight as she heads back to serve. The senior from Austin, Texas. Said Lowe, a psychology major here at Washita, wants to be a public defender. Church gets that one. The set from Day to Gallagher, and Gallagher with a attack error and attack error. Makes it 5-3. the way Washington has played in the past, this season at least, I feel like this set is out to be very close and back and forth, more so than we've seen so far tonight. One's going to be out, another service error for Harding as they take this one 6-3. As Faiga checks in for Gallagher and Jones checks in for Church. That means Faiga will head back to serve, the senior from Waxahachie, Texas. Faiga majoring in accounting and finance, also in the Higginbotham School of Business. Said from Waxahachie, but was homeschooled there. Castle with the dig. Jones with the attack. Blocked there, point for Washington. Great block by Zara Thomas and Brooke Jones. Didn't see Zara Thomas come in, but the sophomore from Paulina, Louisiana gets a part of a block on that one with Brooke Jones. A great job there. 7-3 lead for the Tigers as Faiga to serve once again, and that was just a little bit too short. 7-4. That's going to be the libero. Winiger to serve for Harding. The set to Steinmeier, and what a kill there. 8-4, Tiger lead. Steinmeier picks up another kill, and the sophomore from St. Charles heads back to serve it away. Steinmeier to serve. Oh, that one, thought it was going to be out, but even if I could jump for it, I don't know if she would have gotten a hand on that one. 8-5. Substitution for Harding as Schnell comes out for Skylar McKinnon, just checked in. Back to serve now is Moorhead. Ooh, Caslow just laid off at the last second. Point for the Tigers, and Lowe will check in for Thomas. Caslow, the senior from Greenwood, head back. One of the two captains on this team. Her and Riley Fielder, voted the two senior captains this year. Caslow to serve, and that's another service error. 9-3 or 9-6, 3-point serve. Service, Caslow's struggling a little bit. Back to serve now is Gracia Soriano, the 5'8 junior defense specialist from Lima, Peru. Steinmeier receives the set from from Faiga, the attack from Daig. Kept alive. Blocked. They're going to call point for Ouachita. Illegal hit on the Bisons. Point for Ouachita as Gallagher will check in for Faiga. And Church will check in for Jones, and Church heads back to serve. Tigers have put up 2 service errors in a row while serving. See if Church can fix that here. Church struggled a little bit from behind the line tonight. The attack, a little awkward situation there. Day gets it. The set from Church to Lowe in the middle. So it's good to see Emily getting some more looks there from the middle. The attack from the outside from Gallagher, kept alive by Moorhead. The attack from outside, out of bounds. Steinmeier with the matrix look there to avoid it. They're going to call point Bisons, never mind. Thought it was point Ouachita. It's 10-7. Ouachita still the lead. Received by Day. Steinmeier keeps it alive, and Church just floats it over. EJ Day with the attack and the kill. 11-7 the score now. EJ Day back to serve it away. Tigers lead by 4. That one's going to be out, and an attack error on Moorhead. Point. Tigers are up by 5, 12-7, trying to force a set number 5 and take this match away from the Bisons. 2 years ago in 2019, the Tigers upset the Bisons here at Sturgis Physical Education Center, and that's another service error for the Tigers. Struggling on that mark tonight. Said we've only had 1 coming in, or we've had 3 already this set. 4-point lead for the Tigers, 12-8. Gallagher with the attack and the kill. I think that was Gallagher. We'll see who they give it to. It was Gallagher or Steinmeier. I get the two of them confused sometimes when they're up both on the front row. And a serve for Lowe goes too far. Coach Friz getting understandably frustrated at the service errors. That's just free points they're handing over. And Gallagher did get credited with that serve or with that kill. Like I said, Coach Friz understandably frustrated with the service error so far. He said 3 points for the Bisons. You don't want to give them too many. Gallagher's attack there handled. The attack, Church is there. Set to Steinmeier, a little bit too far back, but Steinmeier gets it over. The attack block, put back again, Church, and that's going to be a point for them. 13-10 the score. Tigers still with the lead as Allie Stoner goes back to serve, the junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And a low serve there, kept alive. Great job by Steinmeier getting a hand under it. Blocked, but out of, nope. Point for the Bisons. 2 point set, 13-11. Avery Joust coming in for EJ Day, and she'll head back to the back row. Stoner to serve. Tigers in a chance of giving up another lead. Steinmeier receives the set from Church over to Thomas, who puts it over. Thomas has a lot of power, but she usually goes with the soft floats. A great job by Church to get the dig there. Thomas with an attack error. 1 point set, 13-12. Tigers in a tough spot once again here in set number 4. A must-win set for the Tigers. Joust gets it. Church saves it, but it's just too far out. We're tied up at 13. And Washita will take a timeout. And we are all tied up here at 13 in set number 4. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
Certainly, there's no better time than now, and I think the sooner the better as you go through life to get your education completed. We wanted it to be practical, and we wanted it to be accessible.
Students, I think, that are learning online have the same desires, same needs, and it's up to us to come up with as creative ways as possible of making sure that all those needs are met.
It's not just getting a degree, it's not just checking a box, it's about us investing an education into these students.
And welcome back to Sturgis Physical Education Center. We are tied up at 13 in set number 4. Tigers have got, like I said, they had up to a 5-point lead here, I believe, in this set. But have quickly seen it lost. Stoner to serve once again. Harding looking to take a lead for the first time this match, or this set. Sarah Thomas with the attack. It's blocked but kept alive. Steinmeier attacking from the outside. That was going to be out. Point for Washita. Thank goodness there. They take back a lead. That's what the Tigers need to try to get some momentum back on their side as Faiga checks in for Gallagher. And Jones checks in for Church. Faiga, the senior, back to serve. He's one of the 4 seniors on the squad. They'll be honored on Thursday for the 2021 senior night. Same start time for the match at 6 o'clock. A great dig by Avery Joust there off that one. Steinmeier with the attack. Good dig there by Winiger. Floats it over. Steinmeier's there to grab it. Faiga with the back set to Jones. And Jones is going to send that one way out and tie it back up at 14. Winiger to serve. Received by Joust. The set from Faiga. The attack from Thomas. Floats it over. Faiga saves it. Caslow puts it over Steinmeier and floats it over herself. Attack from the back row. Joust gets it. Set to Thomas. Thomas with the attack. They're going to call I believe that's a line violation on Washita. Harding takes the first lead of the set, 15-14. Tigers in danger of losing this one. That was out, but Joust gets it. Jones with the attack and the attack error. They now trail by 2, 16-14. Steinmeier receives it. The set to Steinmeier. Kept alive, and a great job by the Bisons, especially Winnegar to get it over. Fort Jones with the attack and another error. 17-14, Harding leads. Fielder will check in for Jones after 2 straight errors. That's 3 errors by Brooke Jones on the spot, or on the live stats sheet. The attack, and that will be in. 18-14. Tigers in a bad spot here, in danger of losing this match. They now trail by 4. Winnegar to serve once again. Fake set there, but the Bisons handle it. Attack from Fielder. That one goes under the hands of Fielder and Faiga to make it 19-14. And Washita will understandably take a timeout here. We'll take one right alongside with them. It is 19-14, Harding. And here in set number 4, we'll be right back on the Washita Sports Digital Network.
Getting directions to Washita Baptist University.
And welcome back. For the continuation of set number 4, Tigers trail by 5, 19-14. Harding looking to serve, though they've once again went on a tear of several in a row. Thomas with the attack there, and that was too far out. And Harding reaches 21st, so that means they've got 5 more to go. Like I said, Tigers in a rough spot, down by 6. Tigers in danger of having to win 3 straight, including at Arkansas Tech, to make it into the GAC postseason. Good attack from Fielder there, but kept going by Winnegar. The attack there, Joust gets it. Thomas tries to save it, but can't. 21-14. We saw this something last season where the Tigers struggled to handle having leads or struggle finishing off matches. We saw that in set number 3, and we're seeing it here as they had a fairly sizable lead to start out. Well, that's just a tough break for Washita there. 22-14 the score. This one is just about wrapped up. It's going to take Washita going on a tear like Harding did and scoring 8 straight. Tigers have struggled to put together a bunch of points in a row. Set to Steinmeier's blocked. Faiga gets it again. Caslow sets it back to Fielder. Winnegar gets that one. Moorhead gets the Tigers sitting around the donut there. 23-14 the score, 9-point set. This one is just about wrapped up in Harding's favor, unfortunately. They receives the set from Faega to Steinmeier. Castlo gets it. The set over to Steinmeier again, and Steinmeier picks up a kill to make it 23-15. Let's see if Tigers can go on a tear here. Steinmeier heads back to serve. And a fake set from Sarah Moorhead sets this one up for set point. Or match point, not just set point. This is match point for the Bisons. They get this point. Castlo receives. Faega sets it over to down the outside. It is blocked. And that will do it. Bison pick up 3 straight sets to win this one. This one is 25-15. So a tough spot there for the Tigers. They will fall to 8-18 on the year and 3-10 in GAC play. But like I said, once again, final score, Harding wins by 3. Like I said, Harding wins set 4, 25-15 to take a 3-1 victory over the Ouachita Tigers. Harding improves to 12-8 overall and 13-8 overall and 9-4 in conference play. Next up for volleyball, they'll be back here Thursday against SAU. Next up for the Ouachita Sports Digital Network is tomorrow night. Basketball opens up their season exhibition match against Flanders Smith starting at 7 o'clock. So be here, or you can tune in for that here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Once again, final score, Harding defeats Ouachita 3-1 in 4 sets. Like I said, thank you all for tuning in. I've been Matthew Branch. Had a great crew tonight. James Jolly, Hunter Gautreaux, Rachel Cinsano, and Miles Schultz. So once again, I'm Matthew Branch. Thank you for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. We will see you